During this Hispanic Heritage Month, 25 News is honoring local leaders and heroes of Hispanic descent. All day, we'll be looking at the life and philosophy of Killeen Mayor Jose Segarra.
Whereas Hispanic Americans can trace their roots back centuries.
His story actually starts in Puerto Rico, but at age 3, Jose Segarra moves to Chicago with his family. That's when things really get interesting.
Everybody else is familiar with 26 in California. That's where Cook County Courthouse, a big courthouse, all your big Al Capone types used to go. And we used to actually live right across the street from that courthouse.
Wow. Chicago had a reputation even then, one of segregated diversity and violence around Harrison High near his home.
That was one of the toughest schools back then. There was graffiti all over the place, a lot of gang members. Luckily, I wasn't at that age where I was really involved.
He stayed out of trouble, but he couldn't help his fascination with those who didn't.
I would go by the prison because the way the Cook County Courthouse is, they got these huge concrete walls. The prisoners could look over the wall outside into the city. So as kids, we'd be out there teasing them, or they'd be yelling at us and stuff like that.
Heckling Chicago jail inmates helped take his mind off his struggles to learn English.
Home, it was all Spanish. My mom spoke Spanish. And so I had to learn English. And over time, as we moved down to my younger brothers and sisters, by the time we got to the last one, the youngest brother, he totally doesn't know Spanish. It's like, okay.
So how does the Chicago man adapt to Texas? Maybe in some ways he doesn't fully.
And when I got out, I wasn't sure if I was going to stay here or go back to Chicago. I say 30 years later, I'm still deciding whether to stay here in Killeen or not.
Some might say this Puerto Rican kid from the south side of Chicago might make the perfect mayor for this city, and they'd be right, but not the way you might expect. More on that as we get to know Mayor Segarra. In Killeen, Dennis Turner, 25 News.